Now, 4 years ago, the girls from South Charleston High School were the ones lucky enough to be raising that hardware at the end of the weekend. They were powered by current University of Tennessee star Alexis Hornbuckle and Connecticut Husky Renee Montgomery. Well, you can scan the stands at the Civic Center this weekend. You're not likely to find Pat Summitt nor Gino Oriema scouting talent. Following this morning's breakfast, the Thundering Herd met one final time here at Ford Field for a walkthrough, where interim head coach Rick Minner said, "This is your canvas. You are the artists. You have the pen. What type of picture will you paint tomorrow afternoon?"
Here's how it happened. Patrick was working out with these elastic bands and performing a resistance-based exercise that required the help from another person. One of his teammates stood about 5 or 6 feet away from him and placed their foot on the end of one band. And while the right-handed relief pitcher was stretching out his rotator cuff, his teammate's foot slipped, and the other end shot up and cracked Patrick directly in the left eye, nearly doubling the amount of pressure put on his eye socket. I am very glad we are stationed on this end of the ballpark. Sometimes we like to set the truck up way out there in center field. Well, that's pretty much the danger zone right now, because Mountain State Slugfest going on as we speak. The top heavy hitters of the Sally League are cranking them out there. And welcome back to the St. Mary's Medical Center Thundering Herd preview show. Now, when Marshall takes on Tulsa tomorrow night, you might notice something a little different about the Herd's sense of fashion.
So now the million-dollar or multi-million-dollar question becomes, what franchise will select Patterson in June's NBA draft? Some experts are predicting he might fall to the Memphis Grizzlies, which would be a reunion with his old Huntington High running buddy O.J. Mayo. When asked about that possibility after today's press conference, his mother, Taiwana, said, "The basketball gods work in mysterious ways." Game's still in progress at this point. CBS prohibits any video highlights from being shown, so don't worry, I brought the next best thing. This is how they used to do it in the days before the big picture box we know as TV, folks. Hand drawings right here. This is Duke's Kyle Singler. Notice the attention to detail, the number 12 right there. That's equivalent to how many points he had in the first half. He was draining those three-pointers.
It's Men's and Women's Basketball Media Day here at Marshall University. It also doubles as Picture Day, and since I'm not adept at this type of camera, the still type of photography, I've recruited the Herd's own Ansel Adams, let's say, Wheelersburg's own Cam Miller, who your major is actually photography, isn't it?
It is. I'm very good with pictures.
All right, well, let's gonna hand this over to you and lead the way.
We get TY on one. TY's a photo genius. Let's go pose. Give me a pose. Okay, let me get a pose. That boy liked the pose right there. Come on, get one more. I got you. Look at these three right here. These three, you can tell they want a picture. Give me something. I got you.
Definitely makes us feel better when we walk into the gym.
Good job, Lutz. Oh, my fault.
All right, we need to take our Facebook picture. All right, now how do those college girls do it? You hold it up real high and look pouty?
Something like that.
Actually, you're taller than me. You should probably be the one doing this.
Let me get it.
You got the wingspan.
There we go.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
That's
Facebook worthy, right there. Big energy, doggo. Big energy, baby.
And if you want to check out Cam's entire gallery of pictures he's taken here today, just head on over to our website, WOWKTV.com.
It's a wrap.
Foul, white, hold, number 5. Choose one-on-one shots of the 7th foul.
Some kids play Cowboys and Indians. Little Evan Ballard plays referee.
Foul, white, 3-1.
The 8-year-old calls the action high above the court in Madison. Judging by the accuracy of his calls and signals,
That's a walk, white ball, black, 30-second timeout.
the pint-sized official takes his work seriously.
He's as good as some of the officials we've seen this year, believe it or not. He's pretty good. If he sticks it out, who knows? We might see him doing an NCAA tournament game one day.
I just like to do it since my dad and my papa is one. Over the back, count the basket, one shot.
Evan likes to be in authority, and if he can, I guess that's why he does it, you know. I mean, if he's the referee, he can say what's right and what's wrong.
Evan's wild imagination doesn't just limit him to the life of a striped shirt.
He's a doctor, he's a firefighter, a dog trainer, a dentist, a lifeguard. I could keep going on and on.
But a referee first and foremost. Does he ever give you technicals at home?
Yeah, anytime you make him mad, that's his first response.
In Boone County,
I'm Jared Fialko reporting.
3 points.
Thanks for stopping by the Sports Zone. You know, maybe Bob Huggins should consider giving his halftime speech during pregame warm-ups. The 15-3 Mountaineers establishing themselves as a force in the final 20 minutes. The opening 20, not quite. West Virginia erased a 12-point deficit against Ohio State by shooting nearly 50% in the second half of Saturday's victory. The guys in gold and blue not too thrilled afterwards. They fear first half inconsistencies will bite them down the Big East stretch.
You know, Hugs reminded us of it at halftime, and I think he did a good job of kind of calling us out. And, you know, it's easy to play with your back against the wall, but we got to learn how to play when, you know, things are going easy for us as well.
We've been living and dying by that, you know, this whole season. So in order to be a good team, you know, to be a 3-2-1 seed team, we have to step it up.
Jerry West's old number 44 getting some company in the Coliseum rafters. Rodney Hot Rod Hundley's jersey was retired yesterday in Morgantown. The Charleston native even goaded into taking one final shot. Did it go in? Of course it went in. Hundley's 33 will never be worn again by the old gold and blue. Not bad for a guy who almost ran with the Wolfpack.
Went down to North Carolina State, and I was worried I was going to be ineligible to play there. So I turned around and went home and made the decision to play here. And I've never, ever, ever regretted it.
For the first time all season, the men of Marshall dropping 2 in a row. UAB's Aaron Johnson sank the game winner with 6 seconds to play last night, and the Herd never got another shot off. The loss drops Marshall from atop the CUSA standings, but Tyler Wilkerson says there's no time to cry over spilled milk. Memphis won't show them any sympathy.
You know, everybody in our conference is playing good ball right now. We really have to bring it every night. Wednesday's game is going to be a big one, and we just got to really be focused, you know. We got to put this game behind us. It does hurt, you know, to lose any game, so we got to put this one behind us and try to come in tomorrow with a different focus.
8,100 came to check out the Herd Saturday night. Expect about 9,043, that's full capacity, this Wednesday when the perennial conference champs head to Huntington.
2 months ago, former Tigers coach and current UK chief John Calipari said it's time to restore Kentucky to its rightful place at the top of the mountain. That may just happen tomorrow. After decimating Arkansas, the unbeaten Wildcats are expected to claim the top spot in the newest editions of the Associated Press and coaches polls on Monday. The women of West Virginia bring the second longest win streak in school history to Fighting Irish country. Want to know why they've won 16 straight? I present to you Exhibit A. Liz Rapella drilling 4 consecutive first half threes, 24 total points for her. But 5th-ranked Notre Dame so good in transition. Ashley Barlow turns a 2-point game into a 5-point one. Let it out, girl. West Virginia loses for the first time in 66 days, 74-66. Irish the winners. Former Mountaineer kicker Pat McAfee going to the Super Bowl after his teammate Peyton Manning tosses for 3 touchdowns. This last one to Dallas Clark seals the deal. The Indianapolis Colts will head back to the big game after scoring 24 unanswered points. Manning and company win 30-17 over the New York Jets. New Orleans filling out the other half of the equation. They win 31-28 in overtime. And don't forget, Super Bowl 44 right here on CBS in 2 weeks' time.
And that is going to be a good game. Jared, who are you pulling for? You leaning one way or the other?
I think I actually have to pull for the Saints in this one because apparently my celebrity twin plays for New Orleans. Check it out. Someone pointed this out a long time ago. Me and Drew Brees apparently have quite the resemblance there. If you notice his accolades, New Orleans Saints starting quarterback, mine, 2005 fantasy football champion. I hold that one high. That's a badge right there.
Now that is an honor that I'd like to try for. Good work.
Thank you.
You guys do match a lot. Woo. All right, we'll see you in the Super Bowl then. Stay with us. One more check of your weather forecast coming at you after the break.
I'd like part of that Big Brother paycheck, though.
No kidding.